Okay, guys. So you can chat now. So are you able to listen my voice properly and able to listen my voice? Means able to see the screen? Please let me know in the chat window so that I can start the class. Wow, thank you. Thank you, Sahu and Lakshman, Jagadish. Thank you. Okay, let's start the class. Very simple one. So what we are learning? Angular. What we are learning? Angular. Why I need to learn Angular? It will give me more opportunities for the job. So today's class is about why Angular is the de facto standard for the application development. What kind of features Angular is providing for application developers. So today we are going to learn this one and we can understand all the things one by one. So let's continue the class. So observe the first one, Angular. Guys, one simple thing. When you love the website, or let me ask the opposite question, when you hate the website or web application, when you hate the web application, when you hate the web application, very good, Nagendra. Yes, it's slow. Everybody on the same page, loading slowly. That's what we like. We hate. Most of the time, application, whether it is good or bad, it's going to be decided by what, sir? How fastly it will load, how slowly it will load. Whether it is good, it will load very quick way, and it load very slowly, sir. That is nothing but pathetic and worst application. What is the slow? That is a common word. But what is the industry word, sir? What is the industry word? Performance. What is the industry word, sir? Performance. What is the performance? It will decide whether you are loading the application slowly or fastly. So Angular improves the performance of application. Angular improves the performance of the application. Sir, how can you tell that? Very simple. Let me show you that. I am asking one simple question. How to load a script in the HTML file? How to load a script in the HTML file? JavaScript in the HTML file. Guys, I'm asking the question. Try to understand the question and please respond in the chat window. How to load a JavaScript file in the HTML? Very good, sir. Very good. How to load a JavaScript file in the HTML? By using the script tag. By using what's a script tag. So right now I am asking, I am using jQuery and observe a script src equal to, what is the answer? jQuery.js. Now observe this JS file having 1000 functions. Let us have, it may have more than that, but I am using jQuery and it has some 1000 functions. jQuery file having, let's see with the example 1000. But in my application, I may not use all of them, sir, but I am using only 10. but I am using only 10. Now tell me, do we need to load for good working? Do we need to load this one? Means all the functions are only 10 functions. Which one is the good way? Which one is a good way? Very good, sir. Again, I am telling, we need to load only what's the 10 functions only. That in that way it will give you the more performance. But right now, unfortunately, we cannot load only 10 functions if you are using the jQuery, or if you are using the Bootstrap, or if you are using any other previous JavaScript frameworks, even Angular.js also. So, but Angular people internally uses Webpack. Webpack internally uses the tree shaking algorithm. So at runtime means at the execution time, it identifies the only 10 functions which are used in our application, and it will load. Now tell me, it improve the performance or no? Try to understand the point. So now tell me, which one is better way of loading the data, sir? Which one is providing the better way of loading the JavaScript files? Angular or other JavaScript frameworks? Angular. That is what I am telling, sir. That is why companies are going for, you don't need to write a new code, sir. All you need to use what? Angular. Performance, all the related things will automatically will be identified and will be optimized by Angular internally by using the Webpack. And what is the algorithm they are using internally, sir? The very good algorithm. What is the algorithm, sir? Tree shaking algorithm. What is the algorithm they are using? Tree shaking algorithm. What is the purpose of this tree shaking algorithm, sir? To identify the necessary methods. What is the one, sir? To identify the necessary methods. And in the same way, to remove unnecessary methods from the runtime. To remove unnecessary methods from the runtime. So that is why Angular is very popular. What is Angular designed only one thing, sir? To improve the performance of our application. How it is improving the performance? By loading entire framework or required parts of the framework. By loading required parts of the framework. To identify the required parts internally, it use Webpack. What is the algorithm, sir? Tree shaking algorithm. So now I am asking the question, guys, are you writing the code or you are using the logic, sir? Are you writing the code or you are using the logic provided by framework? Then writing is easy or using is easy? Using is easy, sir. Or cooking is easy or ordering is easy? Don't say cooking. Ordering in the Swiggy is very easy, sir. That is what the current trend. That is what the current trend. In the same way, Angular providing all these best features for the UI development. That is why most of the companies are using the Angular. So why they are using the Angular? What is the first one, sir? Performance. Who don't like the performance? Everybody like what's the performance? That is why. How it improving the performance, sir? There is no magic or miracles, sir. It is using clever way of loading. It is using what's a clever way of loading. So what is the one it is doing, sir? Only required parts of the framework, identify the required parts internally. For this one it use what, sir? Webpack tree shaking algorithm. Webpack tree shaking algorithm. Guys, who is this guy? Let me see. Okay, now we have the performance. What is the next one, sir? What is the next one? Very, very important one. Observe single page application. What is a very, very important one? Single page application. You no need to write much logic to create this one, and let us understand. I already muted everyone, buddy, I guess. Everyone is in the mute state only. Okay, everybody is in mute, buddy. What I am seeing, that's what. So okay, let's continue. So guys, observe the first part. So this is my browser. Suppose if I access any application, it's going to be look like this most of the time. The standard web application layout. So observe, this is my header, this is my header, and this is my side menu, and this is my content area, this is my foot area. So now I am asking the question. So this is the common layout most of the web applications follow. This is the common layout most of the web applications follow. Now observe, it is almost similar to our Gmail related flow. In the Gmail, observe, we have the menu links like this, one by one. So what are the menu links in the Gmail we are having, sir? Guys, you already know. What are the menu links in the Gmail we are having? Inbox. Very good, Lakshman. What is the one we are having? Inbox. What else we are having? Drafts will be there, spam will be there, sent will be there, stored messages, such kind of thing we are having, sir. Now I am asking the question. Observe, if I click on the first link, inbox, it will display all the mails one by one or not? In the content area, it will display all the inbox mails in the content area. Now I am asking, if I click on sent, it will display what are the mails here? Sent mails here. It will display what are the mails here? Sent mails here. Now I am asking the question, do we need to reload the entire web page or only content area part? Remember, I am asking the question. Try to understand the point. Do we need to reload the entire web page or only the content area part? Only what part, sir? Content area part. That is what we are having or we need to change. But that is not the design. Most of the time, all the web applications will reload what's a header, as well as what? Menu, as well as what? Content, as well as what? Footer. So it will decrease the performance or it will improve the performance reloading the entire web page? Is it a right way to reload the entire web page? No, sir, it is not. We should not. Guys, there are so many people in the class, but only few are responding. In my class, I am expecting the answers from everybody. Whether it is expressing the your thought is very, very important, sir. whether it is good or bad, whether other people like it or not, you need to express your thought. That is what freedom, sir. That is what freedom. So when you know about the answer, don't sit idle. Don't sit idle. Participate in the class, then you can understand, and you can be in the class and you can have the thing. Why? Because we are learning over the internet. We are learning over the internet. So the only way of communication between you and me is what, sir? By I am asking the question, and you need to ask, you need to give the answer what you know, so that there kind of bond in between you and me, and you can understand my thoughts, so that you can learn some knowledge. You can learn the knowledge. So that is why my things, so I'm asking, so please participate in the class. Don't be a mute spectator. Mute spectator. Again I'm telling, this is not Vasanta Kokila movie. It is not a Mookie movie, and you are seeing the class and you are not these kind of things. So let's continue the class. Now tell me, sometimes we should not reload the entire web page. We need to refresh. We need to refresh the required parts of the web page. We need to refresh what's the required part of the web page. So this kind of selective refreshing of the web page is not possible in other programming like JSP or ASP. Again I am telling, it is not possible by using what's it, JSP and ASP. What is JSP abbreviation? Some of you are from Java background. What is JSP abbreviation, sir? Very good, Raghava. Very good. What is the one, sir? Very good. Anup, Pradhan, Basha, Jaiswal, Lakshmi, Muhammad, and Womar, Paleti, Ravi Kumar. Very good. What is the one, sir? Java server pages. What is the one we are having? Java server pages. So try to understand. And in the same way, for Java based application, for .NET based application, we use ASP. What is ASP, sir? Some of you are from .NET background also. What is ASP? Very good, Ram Krishna. What is the one, sir? Active server pages. Tell me, sir, this one, whether it is a Java or .NET, what is the one, sir? SP. What is SP, sir? Server programs. What are the ones, sir? Server programs. Or these are. So now tell me what they will provide. What they will provide, sir, combinedly means they most of the time they generate what's a HTML. Most of the time they generate what's a HTML, means always the full web page, not the partial pages. Always they will provide you, sir, full web pages. So inbox JSP contains header, menu, content, footer. Or inbox ASP contains what, sir? Header will be there, menu will be there, content will be there, footer will be there. So this kind of problems. So from the server, always we will get what, sir? The full web page, not the partial web page. That is why these two developments are outdated. That is why these two developments are outdated. Now everybody for the UI, they're using what, sir? Angular. And server programs are nothing but what's the REST APIs, and finally we store the data into the SQL database or no SQL database. So guys, we can use the Oracle or SQL Server or MongoDB or Cassandra or MariaDB. There are some different databases are there. So this is what the web application development. Now I am asking at the client side, why we are using the Angular, sir? To improve the performance of what? Client side or UI side. So now tell me how it is improving the performance. We may not load the entire framework. We are loading what's the required part of the framework. Who will identify this one? Are you writing the code or you are using the framework related one? We are using the framework, automatically identifies this one at the runtime. And in the same way, what is the next performance improvement Angular is providing? What is the next performance improvement, sir? By providing the SPA. By providing the SPA. Now tell me, in this SPA, are we reloading the entire web page or we are reloading the partial web page, sir? We are only reloading the partial web page. How it is possible, sir? How it is possible? Are you writing the code? Again, framework is providing. Framework. Now tell me. I am asking the question. What is framework, sir? What is framework? Framework contains ready-made features. What is a framework, sir? Framework contains ready-made features. You don't need to develop the feature. We don't need to develop the feature. This feature already developed and we can use in our code. Our predefined code is available, already designed. So we have the structure is formed, and all we need to use what we need to write, sir, using the framework. Now let me show you another very important thing. When we reload, are we reloading only HTML or any other things also we reload, sir? Suppose if you are refreshing, sir, only HTML content, it is only 1 KB or might be 10 KB or 20 KB, it is not a big deal. Why reloading will hit the performance? When we are reloading the web page, HTML, what is the size of HTML file, sir? It might be 100 MB, sorry, 100 KB or 200 KB or 500 KB. Means KB, try to understand. It will take a split second to load the page. Why reloading the web page is such a crime? Why? Very good. Very good. It need to reload all the other files also. What is the other files will be loaded, sir? CSS files will be there, as well as what are the other files will be there? JavaScript files are there, means all the framework related one, as well as try to understand one important thing. What is the one, sir? Images. What is the one will be there? Images. Now tell me, background images will be higher format, means it might be 1 MB or it might be 2 MB sometimes. So in order to have create a good looking website, we need to inject, or we need to have a good background images. Now tell me, reloading the web page means not only you are reloading the HTML, you are reloading the all the necessary files for the web page. What are the necessary files for the web page? CSS files will be there for good looking. For CSS files for the good looking. What is the next one, sir? JavaScript files will be there. JavaScript files are there. Framework related files will be there. And as well as what, sir? Images. What is the one, sir? Images. And in the same way, sometimes we need to load the default data from the server side so that we can use the Ajax related calls also. That is why reloading the entire web page is such a hit for performance. That is why we never reload the entire web page. Instead of, we only load the required parts of the image. So at that time, we can use the existing CSS, we can use the existing JavaScript. We don't reload the images. Only the HTML will be modified. Only the HTML will be modified. That is why we go for most of the web applications will go for what's a single page application development. So let me show you another one, Amazon.in. So observe this point. Now I am asking this question. Observe, if I click on the second link, what will happen? If I click on the second link, what will happen? What it should happen? It will get the next products in the line or not? It will display the next products and it will display the next content. Now my requirement is, do we need to reload the header for this requirement, for the menu and for the footer? Because all these are same, only we need to change what's the product area, or only we need to change the product area. Now tell me, do we need to reload the entire web page or only a content area? We need to reload the entire web page or only content area? Only content area. Now tell me, if you want to write this kind of code, you need to be expert in the JavaScript and you need to be expert in the Ajax related programming or not? We need to be expert in so many technologies. Now tell me, can you expect this kind of knowledge from the freshers or from below 3 years working person? No. No, it is not possible, sir. You cannot have this kind of expertise in the freshers as well as in the below 3 years. Now tell me, most of the application development is going to be happen like this. We will have one project manager, 2 or 3 leads, 10 or 20 below 3 years persons, below 3 years or 4 years persons. Now tell me, if I want to succeed in this project with less money and less investment, if I don't use the framework, this 30% will be highly skilled persons. Tell me, if I hire highly skilled person, what will happen? The cost of the money, the cost will be increased. That is why companies always choose what's the 3 years person or freshers or more, means less than 5 years, those kind of thing. Need to pay more. Yes, that's what. That is a problem. That is why most of the companies never write the code from the scratch, never write the code from the basic. Always they use what's a frameworks. Always they use the framework. Why? Because if I hire the person who have the knowledge on the framework, he no need to write the complex logic. All he need to do what? Use the existing logic. All he need to use the existing logic. Now try to understand another very, very important thing. You suppose you play PUBG. In the middle of the game, it hang. Try to understand the point. In the middle of the game, suppose if you are about to get the chicken dinner, the game hang. Do you like that? It is a more frustrated world. It is a more frustrated world. Why? Because I'm about to win the game, but it hang because of some server issue, because of some issue. If it is happening quite often, very frequently it is happening, do you play the game? Never. Now tell me, for the application success, what is a very, very important one? Quality. If the application success, what is a very, very important thing we need to have? Quality. So what is quality, sir? Having less number of bugs or having less number of defects or zero defects. That is what quality. Now tell me, everyone likes a bug-free product or a defect-free product, but everyone hates a buggy product or defect product. No one like to buy or no one like to use your product if you have more number of defects. That is a problem. So how to overcome this problem, sir? Very simple. Having a quality. Sir, how to improve the quality? Observe. If you write the code, we need to test the code or not. Whether it is executing properly or not, we need to test the code. Instead of if you use the framework code, use a framework. Now tell me, framework is well tested by the framework developers or not? Already tested. Very good, sir. What is the one? Already tested. So now tell me, if I am using the framework, I will write the less code. I will write the less code because already all the feature is developed. All I am doing what? Calling the feature. All I am doing what, sir? Calling the feature. Now I am asking the question. If you write the less code, the chance of defects are less or not? The chance of defects are what? Less. Now tell me, the defects are less, quality is very high or not? If the quality is very high, what will happen, sir? Customer is happy. If the quality is very high, customer is very happy. That is what the application development. That is why every company is using what, sir? Every company is using the frameworks. And in the same way, one of the single page application development is nothing but loading the required parts of the UI. Sorry, loading the required parts of the UI. So this is what, are you writing the code or you are using the logic, sir? Using the logic. Now I am asking the question. Angular is a UI framework or server side framework? Angular is what, sir? UI framework, means client side. Is what, sir? Client side. Try to understand your client side, any web application having three things, sir. What is the first one? Angular, as well as what, sir? Means UI side, as well as what? Server programs, and finally what, sir? Database. Now tell me, where we store the application data? Of course, it is a silly question. Where we store the application data? In the database. In the database. Now tell me, your server program is a accessor as well as what? Modifier for your what, sir? Database. Means it can access the data, and if it wants, it will modify the data. Means all this logic where we write server program. Now tell me, your client or your customer always use the UI to access your application functionality or not? That is what I am asking. Now I am asking the question. Tell me, login form. In the login form, we are entering what are the fields? Username and password. I click on what is the button, sir? Submit. I click on what, sir? Submit. Now tell me, all this username and password will be verified. Again, understand the question. Username and password will be verified by Angular or by server program? Think and tell me the answer. Okay, some of you are simply confusing here. So observe, I am asking whether these are good or bad. Who will decide? Yes, format validation by Angular, I agree with that. Format validation by Angular. Whether these are good or bad, whether these are matching with the database data, who will verify? Server program. Very good, sir. Who will verify? Server program. Now I am asking whether user filling username and password, whether user filled username and password, who will verify? Angular. Who will verify, sir? Angular. Means whether user entered the data or not, who will verify? Angular. But whether these are matching with the database or not, who will verify? Server program. And in the same way, observe registration. What is the one, sir? Registration. Now I am asking, at the time of registration, any server pro anywhere in the website, what is the one we do? We fill the form and we click on what's the submit button. Now tell me, all your data will go from Angular, means our application UI side, to what program? Server program. Now I am asking, who will store the data? Who will store the data? Not the way. I am not asking where we store the data. I am asking who will store the data. Server program. Very good, sir. Who will store the data? Server program. Who capture the data? Who accept the data? UI. Who capture the data? UI. Who will store the data? In between, we are having what's a server program. Now tell me, every Angular program need to communicate with what program? Server program. Tell me, this is a common requirement for all Angular applications. This is a common requirement for Angular application. That is why Angular people provided one simple class. Server communication is easy. What is the class? Is the HTTP client. What is the class? Is the HTTP client. Suppose very simple code. I want to access the data. What is the one? This dot hc dot get. So simply we need to provide the URL. Now tell me, how many lines of code I am writing? Only one. Only one. Now observe. Can you imagine how to send the data? So let us divide into two parts. In the HTTP protocol, what is the method we use for post to send the data? In the HTTP protocol, what is the method we use to send the data? Guys, you already know what is the method, sir? Post. Now I am asking, in Angular, how to post the data? How to send the data? Give me the syntax, complete syntax. I showed you one. I am asking for the next. So understand and give me the answer. How to send the data in Angular? What is the complete syntax? Very good, sir. Basha. Very good. What is the code, sir? This. Very good, Raghava. Very good. This Praveen. Very good. Jaiswal. Very good. So guys, very simple. What is the code, sir? This dot HTTP client dot post, and we need to provide the URL and data. That kind of thing is nothing matters now. Now I am asking the same question. How to update? Put method. How to delete? Delete method. Now tell me, are you writing the logic or you are calling the logic or using the logic? We are just calling, sir, or we are using. That's it. Now tell me, when we are calling the logic or existing logic, the chances of bugs are very less or no? That's what I am telling. Tell me, to write the logic, we need some more knowledge, sir. But to use the logic, do we need more knowledge or less knowledge is sufficient? All we need to know about what are the methods are available and how to use it. That's it. What are the methods are available in the framework, how to use that. That is what all we need. That is what we are going to learn in this course. Where to use, how to use. Very good, Nagendra. Strike to the point. So that is why Angular is very, very popular. We no need of very good JavaScript knowledge. We no need of very good other knowledge, complex code. All we need to know about what framework, how to use it and where to use it. Once you know, you can become a very good programmer. with less knowledge also. That is the advantage of this one. So that is why all companies are using what, sir? Angular. That is why all companies are using Angular. So guys, everyone have the glimpse about this one. Now this is about the things. And in the same way, another very very important one, observe what is the concept, sir? Lazy loading. What is the concept? Lazy loading. What is lazy loading, sir? It is another performance improvement. Another performance improvement. What is the purpose of this one? Very simple, one line answer. Don't load the entire functionality from the server. So right now, don't load the entire functionality from the server. Only load the required functionality based on the customer interaction. Based on the customer interaction. Observe. Now observe. This is my call. Now I am asking the question, what is the website I am accessing? Amazon.in. Now tell me, when you access for the first time, do we need to load all the orders from me or only the products I need to display? Again, I am asking the question, do we need to display orders by me or products of Amazon? Which one I need to load? Which one I need to load? Only products. Only products. Now tell me, these orders are always I need to load or based on the user interaction? Based on the user interaction, guys. That is what programming, that is what learning. So now tell me, this one I need to load by default or based on user interaction? Based on user interaction. That concept we call it as what's a lazy loading. And observe, products of Amazon by default it will load. That is what initial, starting. That is what you need to know. Now tell me, instead of I'm loading everything, so instead of loading everything, what will happen? What will happen if I don't configure lazy loading? What will happen? Yes, very good, sir. Performance will be decreased. So that is why we will go for what, sir? Time increase to load. That's what. So that is why we will go for what, sir? Angular. I guess everyone understand this one. So again, I am telling, this one we are going to learn as part of this course. One by one, we are going to learn as part of this course. So guys, everybody understand the points? Yes. So now I am asking, sir, what we are going to learn as part of this course? We are going to learn the next steps are TypeScript, as well as what? Angular, as well as one project based on the e-commerce domain. So I will show you how to create a simple how to create a e-commerce website by using Angular. The class timings are 8 to 9. The class timings are 8 to 9. So how many days, sir? 45 days. How many days, sir? 45 days. So these are the things. And let me show you what are the examples you are going to learn as part of the course. So observe, we will learn what is data binding. We will learn what is data binding, what is how to do the forms, how to do the validation, how to communicate with the server, how to implement the security, how to implement the animation, how to implement the data conversion related logic, what is the life cycle, and how to do these things. These are the things. It's not a free batch, it is a paid batch. It is a paid batch, sir. So I guess you can attend for the next few days. It might be the end of the week. Afterwards, you need to pay, then you can attend. those kind of thing. Okay, tomorrow we can meet at the same time. Yes, buddy. Can you show me today's page note once? So guys, anyway, I'm going to give you the notes. Yes, buddy. It's not about after completing the course. Once you join the course, I will provide you all the PDF. Means my PDF, what I created, all the notes PDF will be. I will give it to you, so that the notes is important, sir, because that will give you more understanding. You can read the one. Okay, so let me show you that Angular. So this is the one I'm going to show you. Means I'm going to give it to you. So guys, it is nothing but around 110 pages will be there, and it is about all the related one with the Angular related one, how to do implementing routes. So everything detailed notes will be there, and this is created by me. Okay, so you can access it all. Again, I am telling, this class is not means for the few classes it will be there, and for the next time onwards means from few days, might be after completing the TypeScript, you need to pay the money. Course fees is around 4,000. It is 4,000, and you need to pay after joining the class. Which is a better server program? I prefer Java. As certificate is also provided to you, Nisha. It's not a big deal. And Node.js. Java is good if you prefer. So guys, all are same. As Node.js will be there, and Express.js will be there, and MongoDB is there, and I will show you about the REST API design. As complete mean stack you are going to learn. Okay, thank you very much. And we can discuss. Basic JavaScript is required. Can we use Angular 9 in Angular 10? Yes, buddy, we can. Is there any significance of AWS for Java developer? You need to know the basics of cloud computing, not the complete one. You need to know the basics of cloud computing. What is cloud and how to install those kind of thing. What about reactive forms? Yes, buddy, I will cover the reactive forms. There are template forms are there, as well as reactive forms are there. Both I will cover. Are you tell all version in Angular? Yes, buddy, in Angular. Yes. Okay. I will tell you Angular 10, not the 9. Means 10 means every other one. Slight difference will be there, buddy. Angular 8 and 9 both are same or different? 90% is same. Only 10% enhancement will be there. So don't bother about that. You can put in your resume, I have the idea about, if you learn this course, you can put the experience about all the things. Yes. What is card validity, buddy? Credit card validation? Okay, we can meet at the tomorrow same time. How much fees, sir? Again, I told you it is around, it is 4,000, buddy. You can contact satchatech.com. Anuja Arvalle. Anuja, did you join my class or some other person? Okay. 6 months validity schedule. 6 months. If you miss any classes, you can attend other any other my batches also. That's fine. You don't need to pay for that. You don't need to pay for that. When you joined, Anuja? Nearly 7 months. Okay. Which batch it is? Angular 30 or let me see that. At the time, what is your batch? Can you tell me the time frame? Nearly 7 means which time? Yeah, what is a month? Okay, July means might be Angular 33 or 34 batch, I guess. Okay, it is already crossed at 7 months. Can you call to the Satya management team and let me know? Okay. Other Angular batch, can I join in yours? I don't control that part, Raviteja. Can you call to the management? Can you call to the Angular? Can you call to the Satya once? Okay, thank you. Okay, tomorrow we can meet at the same time. Thank you, guys. I'm stopping. Thank you, Ramakrishna. Thank you.